I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Cut. Hello. Welcome back to my channel, Wild Rose Pages. And if you're new here, hi. Happy to have you here. Come on in. Settle in. Hope this is a nice little cozy video for you. Today, I am actually going to be talking about my weekly reset pages. It's something that's been grounding me lately. There's been a few changes in my life, so I have to kind of like get things back into a routine. I want to share this with you because I also made this free download that you could use if you find this helpful. This weekly reset page is like a gentle way that I check in with myself, plan ahead, and make space for, what matters most. No pressure, no hustle, just, showing up for myself, because that's what I feel like I need. So in my free downloadable, I have this instruction page, but I'm going to go over it with you. I hope that it could probably inspire you to make your own rhythm, a new way to approach your week with intention. All right. Page 1, reflection. So this is where I pause. I use a few prompts to reflect on the past week, asking myself how the week went. What am I proud of? What am I grateful for? What felt nourishing? What felt off? What surprised me? It's not about judging myself this past week. It's more about noticing, reflecting, and, sometimes I write a lot. Sometimes I barely write anything, just a few words. Either way, it's a moment to reflect. Page 2, menus. Instead of to-do list, I like to do this like task menu thing. They're like little collections of things that I can do, things that I get to do, and things that I want to do. Sometimes when you're going through life, sometimes those things just get put on the back shelf and you just, get the job done, get the bills paid. And sometimes you forget the things that you want to do. Sometimes you forget of what things bring value to you. And so, they're little reminders of what could light you up. And for me, that's what they do, Like I usually make about 3 to 5 menus, and that's enough for me to feel inspired and not overwhelmed. Examples, they could be like a list of like creative projects that I want to work on, or different ways of self-care, or different like ways to move my body, of exercise, or some like things that I want to learn about, education, or things for my career, working towards making more money for myself. And I pull from them to plan my week ahead. It's like opening these different drawers of like different options that I could do, helps me stay on track of my goals. And page 3, the free space. This is like the scribble zone, I might, you could answer the question of like, where could I grow and shift for this next week? I might just draw up ideas of like a next thing that I want to post, or it could be planning a hangout with a friend, different things like that. So I might doodle, I might brainstorm, I might write affirmations, or just leave it blank. Sometimes it's that busy, or it's that chill of a week. If you need it, it's there. That's what I'm saying. No rules. And then page 4, weekly view. So this is where I go ahead and map out the week ahead. Fill in the month, I fill in the dates. I left it blank for you because you could start this whenever you want. I jot down a goal or two. I also make sure to include some self-care and, using my menus, I choose what feels right. Obviously there's, you have to fill in sometimes. If you have a job, you have to fill that in. If you have school, fill that in. Any other things like appointments, fill that in. But like this space, your free time, or whatever time that's in between that you want to make use of, use your menus to do that. And I always leave in space to rest. Remind myself that, I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm allowed to pause, and I'm allowed to do less if needed. I usually write this in pen, but I don't mind scribbling things out. And if you don't like that, write it in pencil because things could change, things could come up. And that's what I like to keep it flexible, you know? So, yeah, that is my little system that has helped me feel more connected to my time and to my energy and my intentions and my goals. You know, it's not rigid, it's not about hustle, it's more creating a rhythm that works for you and for me. A rhythm that works for me, and hopefully you can create a rhythm that works for you. If you're craving like a, softer way to plan your week, maybe give it a try. And if you do, I'd love to hear about it and how it goes for you. And just a reminder that you got this. Sending warmth from my little corner to yours. And I hope to see you in my next video. Okay, bye.